Hello, I'm Lost, and today we're playing Outbreak, Shades of Horror. This is I'm assuming, horror game, playable. I've seen quite a few Outbreak games come out, but I've never been sure on them, so this is my chance to try them and see if I want to buy into the franchise, so to speak. But it's October, and so all things horror sounds like a really good idea, and I'm going to try and make a horror upload post sort of thing for every single day this month, and hopefully they're all games. Hopefully they will do good. I'll try and leave 1 or 2 days free for the upcoming Resident Evil DLC, as I have played previous Resident Evils on the challenge, and this is also my opportunity to get through Resident Evil 3 to maybe 4 if I don't want to wait for the remake, and all the other Resident Evils I've yet to either start or finish. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into Outbreak, Shades of Horror.
This city was beautiful. Long before the infection, there was peace, prosperity, and evolution, but now it's hell. The dead are everywhere. The smell of rotting flesh fills the air. I'd give anything to spend long and grueling days at the hospital again. Hours of time were spent in the ER, only to be filled with the memories of my staff's screams that were eaten alive. The day the building was run over, I drove like hell to get out of there, but I was reckless in my escape. I lost control of my car and fell off the overpass. Rookie mistake, but I survived. They won't, though. This city is not for the dead, but for the living. I will escape this hell at all costs, and we will wake from this nightmare.
Interesting. So I guess we start off by a crash car. David's Journal, September 12th, 1999. It's been 3 weeks of non-stop on-call rotations now at Arrett's Memorial. They're just burning out the medical staff at this point. All of these riots, they just seem to be getting worse and worse. We were seeing everything, from blunt force trauma to stab wounds and even bites. One guy had half his arm taken out by what I could only call a rabies-infused assault. This is getting completely out of control. What are we supposed to do? September 17th, 1999. It's borderline impossible to even get to work anymore. There are closed roads everywhere, and the police are out in force. They're trying to lock down different streets in the city to keep the rioters at bay. But I don't think these are riots. We're seeing more and more injuries caused by bites than anything else coming in. The ICU is completely overwhelmed, and we're out of beds. A lot of the nursing and medical staff is also sick now. A lot of them were bitten or raped by patients, and then they started getting flu-like symptoms. A few of us are meeting later today to discuss our options. I'm really starting to think the city isn't going to be safe much longer, and what happens when the police can't hold back the rioting. September 18th, 1999. A lunatic came into the ER with a gun and started shooting patients in the head. The security team moved on him quick and put him down, but he was screaming something about people coming back to life. It sounded like he saw something absolutely horrible. Or it sounded like he saw some absolutely horrible things out on the street. They won't even let us go home anymore. We're being told to stay inside the hospital due to the danger outside from the riots. What the hell is going on? September 19th, 1999. I spoke to James and Paul. We're going to make a run for it and get out of the city. Paul still has his old car down in the parking garage, and the plan is just to get out to the streets and break through a barricade. We can't stay here. We've had several doctors killed in the last day, and everyone here looks like they've got some insane version of the flu. We're going to make our attempt in about an hour. Hopefully we make it out. car's wrecked, won't be able to use it in an escape. No, you won't.
Fuck. Finally putting those med school hours to use.
Biohazard exposure. Oh, the guy. Right. Well, I suppose the question is, how do I use it? Do I not have a blunt tool? I guess the answer to that is no. Well, I'm not sure what I'd find over here.
Great. The mark of the beast.
Survivor's note.
Zombie's not enough for you?
September 19th, 1999. The city is spiraling out of control. The police have been trying to lock down block by block through barricades, but it's just not keeping them out. Those monstrous freaks are everywhere. I left with Lauren and Tom after the evacuation broadcast, but we couldn't get far at all. We thought we'd be fine with all the emergency services out on the street, but that was just a false hope. We're huddling with another group in the center of the road, where some cops and firefighters made a perimeter, but after a few waves, we just had to run. I ended up going through the north gate and jamming the lock with a large nail I found. But at the end of the day, it's just a chain link fence. They're going to get through it. I have a plan though, in case I need to get back in there. I found a screwdriver with a tip, small enough to dislodge the nail if I get desperate. One of the cops had some extra attach cases laying around, so I just locked it in there for safekeeping. I wrote the combo code on the side of the school bus. It should be safe there. Just got to remember the final digit is 1. We still have a few other folks back here behind this barricade. So we're going to try and find some weapons, but a lot of them got lost when the perimeter was overrun. We need to find some damn guns. 6661. The corpse reeks of infection. I should avoid being near dead bodies. Yeah, that's great, but I can't see him.
The blue ones
You have
feel
a flashlight?
nice.
Oh, there you go, that helps. If this really is a zombie infection, the last thing I want is a cop car blaring off. Bring everyone to our direction. I need some bolt
There are
cutters.
bodies. Everywhere.
All the screwdrivers this person was talking about. Were they not this way? Or was it back this way? Right, that's what I need for something sharp. Not open. But where is said blunt tool? Maybe I'll go back to the note. That's back button. Weird that start and back are. Search carefully to find all the clues. Once discovered, they will be available in all future playthroughs. Yeah, lovely. But where is this case? Would it not be near the cop car? Probably. And do I not have an inventory? Or is it that I just don't know how to access it yet? I admit, this game didn't give me much in the sense of control. So if there's something... Because I'm pretty sure I picked up a health herb. What is that? Can't reach it. That looks like something I need. But it says smash with a blunt tool. So, the initial thoughts are... Oh, hello. 6661? Did I get anything from that? I'm going to have to assume that I did. The initial thoughts are, it doesn't seem like there's a clear system here. Oh, okay. And even though it was telling me what I need, there was nothing that said, hey, interact.
Thank fuck. A magazine.
I'd love to share your enthusiasm. Oh wait, what was that? Grenade rounds, magazine 1. So is that my inventory? I'd really prefer it didn't look bloodied all the time. There's something on the other side of that police car. Yeah, right, stay away from bodies. Well, odds are if I was going to find a gun anywhere, surely it would be a police car. I hear something. Or is that just my character breathing?
The bodies. They smell so bad. How long have I been out?
There is an interaction problem as well.
Damn it, what's the combination?
I'm gonna die here. I can hear growling. Or is that me? That bit confusing. What's this? Oh, Fire Chief's memo. It's mildly annoying. I was trying to read there and you're just growling. Doesn't make my job very easy.
I wonder how long it took before they fell.
I don't know that matters too much. Pick up the book. We will read it later. No, pick up the book.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, that's rather annoying. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to read through growling, which isn't going to be fun, but sure. Fire Chief's memo. Attention crews. As per the emergency declaration from Mayor McBride, we're deploying all the engines to assist with the mitigating the riots affecting most of the city. Police Chief Metals has assured us that his officers will provide adequate protection so we can handle the environmental situation. Be aware, there are massive construction underway in the city center and there is a tremendous amount of debris scattered around. Be very aware of red barrels as they are carrying highly flammable materials. A shock, or God forbid, a gunshot would likely cause an unstable explosion. Keep your distance. If you're near a barrel when it explodes, you'll likely take a lot of damage. reasonable. Oh, I just backed out of it by accident. There's also a lot of wooden storage boxes laying around in the street, which we're trying to clean up. In the event that your path is blocked by one, we have authorization from the city planning office to smash them to clear a path. Your fire axe should make short work of them. Just be careful to remove the debris after destroying them. We're sending out engines 3, 5, 6 in yellow, 7, 9, 12 and 24. Oh, and 36. To try and cover the entire length of the main street, where a lot of the fires have been broken off. That's nearly 30 blocks though, so it's imperative you keep moving and keep the water tanks full as you try to control these fires. And finally, if you see any of the infected, you are to avoid them at all costs. The police forces will help provide protection. It is critical you do not interact or touch the infected. As the virus is transmitted in bites and scratches, we've already lost enough guys out there. Don't join their ranks. Alright, and the weapons notification. Attention all officers. Due to public unrest, we are deploying an extraordinary amount of firepower compared to the typical police actions. It's imperative that the safety of the general public is at the forefront of how we transport these munitions. As such, all weapons will be transferred via individual locked hard cases to ensure only the reporting officer can access the materials. At deployment, each case is linked with the corresponding officer's badge number. Remember, this is not the publicly visible number on your uniform. It's the internal badge number assigned by the HR team. In the event that any munitions are lost and damaged, please inform your commanding officer immediately. Given the riots and the overall hostile nature of those participating, it would be extremely dangerous for them to get access to any of our weapons or equipment. It is up to each officer to ensure our regulations are followed. A state of emergency is not a time to rush or bypass any rules. In reality, it's the time where they matter most. Use your walkie-talkie to get in touch with dispatch with any question or consult your on-site commanding officer, Chief Metal. It looks like someone stapled a handwritten note to the back of this page. Listen, if anyone finds this, there's some weapons in the police car in the intersection. My friend and I have been trying to get into that fucking locked case, but we haven't had any luck. It's sealed with a 4-digit combo code and we can't seem to figure out what it is. We know the third digit is 3 and the first digit is either 1, 2 or 6, but we have no idea what the other two are. A memo we found said that there was ID numbers associated with some of the officers, so we've been searching bodies but no luck so far. We're going to keep looking, but in case we don't make it, just turn on your flashlight and look carefully at the corpses around the 4-way intersection. Maybe you'll get luck. And find those 2 missing numbers. Good luck, everyone. Maybe we can still get out of this nightmare alive. So, what were those numbers? Alright, so the third digit is 3, so 3 for 3, and the first is 1, 2 or 6. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna die from an infection before I... Oh. Lovely. Herbs that I can't get because I can't pass through here. Invisible wall. Fair enough. A minor thing I think this game needs to think about is actually letting me know what the controls are. A lot of games tend to use what used to be known as the back button for essentially menus like, hey, this is loading, or like inventory or that sort of stuff. Here, the back button does this. It brings options straight away, which should really be part of the start menu, which is non-existent because start brings up the notebook. And I don't know, but considering there's multiple games in this franchise, I don't think it should be too unreasonable to ask for a better control scheme, or at least a guide on how to use the control scheme that they intended. Because otherwise, I'm kind of just blind here. Yeah, don't think so. Well, maybe I'll get to the bottom of the growling now. Possibly. Unless it really is me. Yeah, in terms of, other than like the control things, I quite like the look of the game. Very decent, very misty. Gives the impression of a city that's really fallen under. Speaking of which, warning. Launch ordnance. Terry and Gillian, I hope you're still alive, and I really hope you're the ones reading this right now. We sent Tim back to the station to get some heavy explosives to clear out those metal boxes that are blocking a lot of the passageways. All he could find was a single T-8102 grenade launcher and about 50 shells for the damn thing. But it's fine because one of the techs with us was able to supercharge those rounds. Really? He took all the explosives out of the shells and quadrupled the blast power by remaking the shells with a lot of extra gunpowder. The plus side is that these grenades will cause one hell of a bang. The downside is that we now only have a few rounds to use, but it should be enough to get those boxes out the way. Just remember, those metal crates contain special liquid chemicals that will detonate due to explosives. The cases are reinforced enough that a gun or axe won't have any effect. But explosive is going to send them sky high, so make sure you're standing far away from them when you try and detonate them, or you'll just be a pile of ash afterwards. We have a grenade launcher, why would we be standing next to what we're hitting? Even if whatever's in it isn't explosive, the grenade launcher would take us out surely. But continuing on, the combo code for the safe just uses our typical password system. It's ABAD. So 1413 and so on and so forth. It's an easy pattern, but ensures nobody but us can get into those cases. Good luck out there. Try to clear that debris and get the hell out of this city. We can't hold back the infected anymore. It's every man for themselves now. Well, I can tell you now, I'm already going to forget that. And I am finding a lot of handgun ammo, which I am okay with, except I don't have a handgun or weapon of any kind, to be fair. They're holding part of a paper. It says the second digit is 2. You wouldn't happen to be talking about the police thing, would you? I'm going to get infected by... Didn't they say the infection was passed by scratch or bite? Seems a bit unreasonable that I'm walking past dead bodies and I'm now 72% infected. It doesn't help that when I press A on these bodies, they don't always register. It's like you have to press A from a certain point. Alright, 2 is the second digit, right? Alright, so it's 2, 3. Oh, hey, I missed that the first time around. Where is this zombie? I can hear it, I just can't see it.
Alright. What else is out here in the chaos?
Well, nowhere else to go. It's really annoying, buddy. I get that you want to eat me, but I personally prefer that you were quiet whilst I figured out what I was doing at the very least. Oh, yay. Oh, it's ammo. And there was health back here. Does it just restore health automatically, or do I actually store these? I'm not really sure. Demolition remarks. Holy crap, those custom grenades I made for that grenade launcher we recovered were a bit more powerful than I expected. I thought if I quadrupled the yield, they would have enough bag to finally detonate those metal chemical holders. But I wasn't ready for that chain reaction. I was standing probably 40 feet away and lobbed a grenade at the cluster of them. The resulting explosion set off several car gas tanks, and the blast was so wide it sent Jamie and Samuel flying. They're both alright, but I could have easily killed all of us. Just need to be more careful with this damn thing. Can't be anywhere near the blast when it goes off, and certainly need to make sure we don't have any more officers in the area. A chain reaction could have easily killed everyone. At least I've got a plan though. When I start to get through these barricades, there are swarms of undead outside, and this grenade launcher is going to clear out one hell of a path so that we can get the F out of here. Those brainless crapheads won't even know what hit them. I mean, they were people, but sure, no, I agree with your sentiment, they won't. But they won't know what hit them if you shot them with a bullet. Alright, better focus on the barricades before we all become launched to these zombies. Interesting, so here's what I've got so far. These people with a grenade launcher somehow died. Didn't use 3 rounds, to which they said they only had a handful left, which I am assuming to mean approximately 4. I don't see what else it could mean. So they only really fired 1 shot, and then I don't know what they did with the grenade launcher, but they didn't leave it for anyone to find it. Oh, flames, lovely. Alright, well we know 3 of the numbers. If we could figure out the 4th one. I'm hoping one of these bodies will actually give the answer. But that is a sliver of optimism for me. What about you? What have you said? Oh, okay, if these bodies reanimate, I don't want to think about it. And I can't go that way. I mean, there's got to be a body around here that says something. And if there's not, then there's got to be another way to go that I've yet to consider. You're going to be infected, by the way. 98%, you're kind of already doomed. Can't shake the feeling I should have found either a gun or... Can't shake the feeling I should have found either a gun by now or something. Ah, barking dogs. Still barking. But yeah. Don't really know what I'm missing here. Oh, my infection is 100% somehow. Don't even know what that means. Am I gonna start biting people? Am I gonna lose my mind? Alright. Bulk. Right, I can't get through that way without them. You know what? We know sort of 3 of the numbers. We will brute force our way, I suppose, through the rest. I don't see how else we're going to get into that police trap. Doesn't seem like any of the other bodies have really given me much to work on. So they said it was 1, 2, 3. Alright, maybe not 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this doesn't seem fun. Alright, note said 2 was the second number. The first digit could either be 1, 2, or 6. One, 2, or 6. So it's 1, 2, or 6, and then 2, 3, and then 4th number. But that doesn't sound fun. I don't want to try. I hate brute forcing these things. Like, sure, it's a way to do it. You could just sit there and... Oh, okay. 4th digit is 6. Well, let me be surprised. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Try 2, 2, 3, 6.
A bullet to the head. Kill the dead.
Oh, so I got a gun now. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, as I said, I don't like brute forcing these things. But the body thing was a little less than inconvenient. Like, it wasn't impossible to do. As you saw, I did it. Danger. It's probably standing way too close.
Hell yes, bolt cutters. I can use these to cut the chains.
Yeah, that you can. I'm confused. I'm very confused. But I will reserve my confusion. I do know there's another thing I could shoot over here. I'm 100% convinced the zombie noises are me though. Oh, I can't get through there no matter what. His head was pounding, his vision distorted, and veins felt like they were burning hot lava. Was a ripping through them. He stopped and leaned on a bench. He had to push on and escape. Suddenly his legs gave way and he was desperately gasping for air. Looking at his hands, he saw them putrefy with the remainder of his fading vision. An insatiable hunger consumed. Oh, okay, lovely. Succumbing to infection. But how? How did I succumb to infection? That we know more or less what to do now.
Great. The mark of the
Oh
beast.
yeah, right. We don't have to.
Zombies not enough for you?
But yeah, I don't really like the infection just because then the body bags should really have infection issues too. It just seems weird. Like, was I already bitten? I'm not sure. It's a bit confusing. Oh, leave me alone. Open the door.
What the hell is going on here?
Oh,
The bodies.
try.
They smell so bad. Damn it.
My
What's the
memory's
combination?
terrible, so 3, 6.
A bullet to the head. Kill them.
Oh, wonderful. My infection is already at 20-something%.
Alright. What else is out here in the chaos?
I wonder if this is one of those games where I'm not supposed to reload. Also, I don't know if that even did anything for my health.
Hell yes. Bolt
You
cutters.
ask me, it
I
did not.
can use these to cut the chains.
Alright, I see no point wasting time fighting these enemies. It doesn't, or rather walking through all these enemies. It just doesn't seem pointful. I'm assuming they're all still alive. Oh, okay, right. This doesn't feel far back enough.
Oh shit.
Right.
I can see a chopper.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. How? Hold on. Who flew that? Who landed here? How? I have to admit, there's a large suspension of disbelief that somebody even landed a chopper there. Even larger that there are explosive barrels all around it. But since I'm assuming you can't fly a helicopter... Oh, I'm out of ammo. Never mind.
Oh god.
Oh, hello.
Jesus, it fucking stinks.
Do you know what? Detonator, combo code 3124. Sorry, I've kind of lost my drive for reading. Can blame the game for that one a little. Kind of frustrating dying because your infection keeps just... You don't even know. There you go. Because your infection just keeps going up. It's like there's... I'm still yet to understand whether it's going up because I'm bitten or if it's going up. Oh, never mind. The helicopter's fine. Yeah, is it going up because I'm bitten or is it going up because I'm around infectives? What's this? Oh, thank you. Oh, right. This is a very realistic type shooter, by the way. So if I reload nonsensically, then I will lose an entire clip. Okay. But anyway, that aside. Oh, right. Pretty sure I hadn't shot enough for that. Wait, are you? Never mind. Never mind. I'm absolutely wrong. It's... Are you kidding me? That rubs me the wrong way. I picked up one bullet. That entire magazine I picked up was one bullet. I would prefer it to at least be a magazine and there be less magazines sputtered around the place, or that different magazines had different amounts in them. One bullet? And they're unreasonable. Was that a switch? Okay, just seeing things. Got it. Wow. My plan was not to have to scrounge these areas for anything. I'm scrounging them for bullets. Fortunately, I've luckily found one bullet. Yeah, I don't know. Conventional things like letting somebody know how much actual, like handgun times 1 to me just means, hey, you have one handgun. Doesn't tell me that there's just one bullet. And I would hope... Oh my gosh, there's another one. Lovely. And I don't know, this game has a lot of potential. I like what I'm seeing. It's like, there's definitely got that Resident Evil aspect to it of trying to figure out how to get through places, solve puzzles, but they're not really puzzles, but puzzles basically. And I am actually enjoying that. What did that say? Oh, explosive. Never mind. That is probably my more enjoyable aspect of this game, that they've given me like things to open, unlock, and I've got to sort of figure out where to go to get certain things. That's cool. But I think it's sullied by a control scheme that is personally... Okay, is that where the noise is coming from? Right then. But yeah, I think it's sullied by a control scheme that is personally quite awkward to use, especially with no actual guidance, which the game needs to offer. I don't know if the full game offers it, of course, but this definitely doesn't. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. I think picking up items shouldn't be so pixel perfect. But yeah, no, other than that, it's quite fun. Not scary though. Like the atmosphere is very good. The clouds, I haven't really looked up once. Oh, there's actually choppers flying overhead. I'm going to get infected looking at that. Alright, let's hope, for my sake, that there's actually something back here, because I basically wasted all my ammo trying to get to it. Ha! Fire axe.
Blade's dull, but I can make it work.
I'd hope so. That animation probably needs a little work. But yeah, no, just tips for like... tips for the full game. Is there a point to destroying all these boxes? I mean, sure. But in my way, do I get something from it? Or do they just break? Well, actually, I suppose maybe if my character can fly a helicopter, this couldn't be too bad. Right, so I had more grenades last time. I had 3. So I'm assuming they definitely had more than 4. Alright, where's the living zombie this time? Oh, I see him. Well, at least I see him this time and don't just hear growling. Secretary's confession. Wow, I can't believe I got this new job. Imagine being the secretary for the mayor of the city. A month ago, I was working at a deli counter making below minimum wage. And now I've got this plush 5-figure salary, a beautiful office, nice clothing, and the ear of the most powerful person in the city. This whole series of events is such an amazing coincidence. Who could have known that the guy I was cutting smoked ham for would offer me my dream job? I've got to do my best. I can't mess this opportunity up. My first day was awesome. Everyone here is super nice, and the mayor even had lunch with me. He really seems to care how I am doing, and is making sure this role is perfect for me. I've got to make sure to repay this debt to him. I'm going to be the best secretary he's ever had. We even have an important power meeting coming up tomorrow with one of the major drug firms in the city. The mayor seems like he wants them to do their fair share to keep everyone safe. What an amazing man. I sat in on my first power meeting of my career, and it was incredible. All of these super important people from several drug companies attended, and the mayor had his entire staff there. He seemed really focused on public safety. He wanted to ensure any drugs being developed in our city would not negatively affect the environment, and he wanted to ensure he was creating lots of good paying jobs in the city. I didn't really know who everyone was, but I think one of the groups was a weapons manufacturer too. I wonder why they'd be interested in making drugs. The mayor said, "We're doing a happy hour tonight to celebrate how well the meeting went." What an exciting and fulfilling job. Just saying though, as much as I am all for reading this, hearing zombies growling to my left in real life probably wouldn't make me want to read this here. What a horrible night. I don't even want to think about it. I can't believe I have to go back in there and be at that desk the entire day. I knew this was too good to be true. Did he try it with you? Maybe I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. I mean, it was a night out of drinks, and a few of the other employees were getting rowdy too. He may be the mayor, but he's still a human being. I think I've just been sheltered for too long. Maybe this is what it's like when you work for an influential public figure. I need to just stay focused on my work. He hasn't said anything, no one else has either. Maybe it's all in my head. The mayor has another one of those drug meetings today. This one looks bigger than the last one. Everyone looks super on edge too, like there's some big secret that nobody's letting me in on. The mayor just seems straight up pissed off. He's been yelling and throwing things around his office all day. Maybe one of the companies went back on the agreements he struck last week. I've never seen him like this. Well, I mean, at work. That night last week was pretty similar. I don't want to think about that. Better get back to work. The mayor had the doctor for the building come and pay me a visit. They said I needed to get certain immunizations, but I've never heard of the words before. And the doctor looked very reputable though. He's kind of a big deal in the town. And he was thorough, so I let him give me the vaccines. He did warn me I may have some adverse reactions to them. He said a headache and fatigue were normal, and just to keep my eye out on any fever. He told me not to go to the hospital if I had a bad reaction, just to call him on his personal line instead and he would help me. What a nice guy, trying to keep me from paying big bills if I needed medical care. Man, I've been under the weather. I feel like I'm starving, but also that I have the flu. I called out sick yesterday and the mayor was pissed off, so I'm going in today. He made a good point, that if I'm not at my desk, what's the point of being on the payroll? Being sick? Okay. Anyway. The office is getting really eerie. We've been having these weird riots the last few days and the city feels on edge. A lot of police out on the streets, people getting violent, fires and more. I felt really scared walking back to my place last week. The mayor offered to drive me there, but I don't want that. How can he be so clueless? I almost got mugged about 10 minutes away from my place, and this weird guy came out of nowhere. He looked absolutely terrible with scars and everything all over him. He reached out to me and I just ran for my life screaming. He was moving pretty slow, thankfully, and after a few blocks, I couldn't see him anymore. I don't think he saw where I live. The office is almost empty. Everyone is off watching their kids and getting supplies. This riot is just so out of control. Our city has never seen anything like this before. Even worse, I still feel like crap. It all started with that fudging vaccine. God, I wish I'd just pass it by now. I tried to call the doctor's private line to ask him some questions, but I can't seem to get a hold of him. Maybe he's held up somewhere in this whole mess. The mayor's just been terrible to work with during these riots. This is a lot of reading and none of it seems relevant. Interesting as it is to like the beginning of the story. Am I even, hold on, 11?
She went through so much shit. I wonder
Yeah,
if she's still
okay,
alive.
I can agree with that part. 1172, just to make sure my infection isn't going up. No, done that one. But yeah, no, as I was saying, very long. Maybe unnecessarily long, but we'll continue. The office is almost empty. Everyone is... Oh, wait, no. Did I get this one? Yeah, I got that one. The mayor's just been terrible to work with during these riots. He's working on calling in the National Guard to help with the peace, to help keep the peace. And the meetings with the police have not been pleasant. The mayor keeps yelling at the cops, telling them that they have no business in trying to stop these riots. And then they retaliate, and the meetings just go to hell. I feel like he's getting unhinged. He even talked about arresting several folks still working here if they didn't keep their mouths shut about the business he was conducting. I can't believe I ever thought he was a good guy. Why the hell did I decide to take this job? Hey, guys, really. It's down to just me and the mayor here. Wait, you're still there? Alongside a few uniformed officers for security, he's on me every 5 minutes to make a call or do something else. I haven't been home now in over 48 hours and I am dead tired. Even worse, I'm getting these horrible blisters around where they gave me that vaccine. I don't think I've ever been so angry before in my life. If I was still at the deli, I could have just got up and left. But now he's telling me that I'm essential and necessary to save lives during these riots. This guy. If it gets any worse, I'm out of here. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. The mayor, he tried to attack me. Surprise! He came up behind my desk making the worst noises imaginable. He had blood all over his face. I've never seen anything like it. One of the security team rushed over when they saw him and tried to restrain him. The guy was yelling at me to leave, and then the mayor. He hit the officer's neck. Or he bit the officer's neck, rather. Font issues. There was blood everywhere. He killed that man. I panicked. I grabbed the gun from the officer and told the mayor to stop, and he lunged at me. He scratched my arm so badly, and I just shot him. I kept pulling the trigger until he stopped moving. I killed the mayor. Yeah, but you got scratched, so you weren't affected. Oh gosh, I'm going to get the electric chair for this. I need to get out of here. I'm just going to try and get down to the street where I can find a cab or get a car to my place. I need to get out of here. She really did go through the ringer. Alright, so I need a grenade launcher. And sadly. Alright. Thoughts. Realistic torch design with the shadow, but also annoying when I'm trying to see past the axe. But realistic, I like it. I like it, it's just also a hindrance. Yeah, she really had a tough time there. You could see her struggling to survive. Don't know why she stayed with the mayor so long. That seemed like a bad call very early on. Alright, do you know what? I know there's boxes, ignore me. I know there's boxes back this way, so... Aha. All we gotta do is find a grenade launcher. I want that one. I mean, I don't assume a grenade launcher would be in a box, but I assume maybe something would be. Oh, ammo. Gonna need that since it's so limited. Just another dead guy. I need somebody to explain to me why I'm finding more grenade launcher ammo than anything else. Also, I don't know what I did. Oh, okay, I get it. So one of those, maybe the blue one, I'm assuming it's the blue one, the blue plant I picked up must have decreased my infection rate. And based on that, that means when you pick them up, they automatically decrease the rate, which I don't particularly like. That it doesn't at least tell you that that's happening. This whole time I thought I was just not using them. So I was trying to figure out how to use them. Because if I'd known that, I wouldn't have used that so quick. I saved it like I just saved that one. Alright, anyway. Boxes to destroy. But there's nothing here. Oh, never mind. There's a gate.
I can barely see anything. There's so much debris.
Definitely think there's something that way. Interesting. How do you switch weapon? Well, since I don't know, I will have to make do with this when I find... Wait, what? You kidding me? Okay, guaranteed this isn't a blunt tool, but you're telling me it wouldn't break through that? That's unreasonable. Sorry, had to deal with some stuff. Seems like maybe the infection goes up whilst the game is paused, but I can't.
Holy shit. Well, at least it's behind the fence. Ugly fucker.
Oh, you mean that thing? Oh, hey, D4. Right, need something to prime, but if I prime it, that's no longer behind the fence, right? Aha. Somehow, I feel like that wouldn't have been safe at all. Yep, that clears the infection. Now, before I open that, I did get a note that I refused to read. Was it this one? 1413? No, this isn't that. Okay, try the demolition stuff. 3124. Another minor issue will be clarifying what's actually selected. It'd be nice to see a better view. It feels like contrast ends up getting in the way quite easily. Sewer modifications. Detention. Wait, is that? Oh, crowbar. Something. Lost the crowbar. That morning, Vanny took out the thing and ran when those infected charged at us. The idiot kept pushing barrels and boxes to slow them down and ran straight into a dead-end watermelon. I'm assuming it's back there then. Interesting how I'm continuously losing health. Oh, right. Yeah. Interesting how I'm continuously losing health. I'm sorry, what? Oh, right. Please have one more bullet. Nice. Even though I'm not getting hit by anything, it's very strange. No enemies. And yet, even though I've picked up several health kits, my health is not better than good. Oh, you'll be the guy that got himself stuck behind this
Where have
thing.
you been all my life?
Sure, why not? I can't reach that one any other way anyway. Just saying though, he was pretty safe back there. Don't know how the zombies got him. Interesting. Now I just need the detonators to escape. Seriously though, why can't my character jump over things? Why do I feel so limited in my own reach? I also get the annoying hunch that I've walked past something or that I'm missing something. I mean, we did see multiple ways to escape, so it could just be that I'm not finding the specific one. Why did I do that? Oh, come on. I'm not made of bullets. We don't even have any more left. My luck. Grenade launcher case. Right. I actually have the note for this. Whatever's the thing. Okay, it's there. Blah 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 blah. 1413, I think it is. No. Something. I'm not reading all that. There's just way too much text, which usually isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm just saying I read the entirety of that secretary's note and didn't really get any information on anything relevant, just on how she got here and a rough idea on how she started. And it's nice to have lore, but if we're going for a more realistic standpoint, I would not be reading that there. So I'd want to read it somewhere safer. The combo for the code is ABAD. It's not an easy pattern if it's not 3, unless it's 8. Budget. ABA. He was 4, right? 141. See, it can't be 3. There is no 3.
Holy shit.
Okay, it was 5.
Grenade launcher.
Yeah, lovely. Did I pick up that note? Oh yeah, I just chose not to read it. Got it. Oh, a grenade launcher. Lovely.
Holy fuck.
Wasn't kidding about making them a lot more. Oh, it's a manhole cover. I guess that's one of the ways I can escape. Speaking of escape. No, I'm not shooting one of these unless I see something useful back there. Blue herb and a green herb. Meh. Same rules, something useful. Do I want to risk it? Don't really have many bullets left. Actually, it'd be good to know how many bullets I've got left, but I do not.
Just breathe. This isn't over yet.
Fire. Fire emblem? Fire engine. Ignore me. Fire truck access. Okay, fine. I'll read this one. Listen, everyone. I know given this time of uncertainty in the city that everyone is on edge, but it's important we continue to lock down and remain accountable for our supplies on our engines. A few of our engines went through a massive refit in the last 3 years, and as part of that, we tried to improve accessibility and security of key materials that we use in our day-to-day work. One of the newer engines, we now have upgraded fuel canisters located on the side of some fire trucks. These accessories are all sealed via the same combo code, so make sure you memorize it with each of your teams. But don't worry, if you ever forget the code, it's extremely easy to remember. We purposefully built these new systems to be accessible in an emergency, so it's fairly simple. Here's what you need to do. Find the engine's designation number on the side of the truck. Now do the following. The first digit is the engine's designation number. Easy, right? The second digit is always just the designation number reduced by 5. Remember to always stop at 1 when doing subtractions. Never go to 0 or below. Okay, so it's 6-1. The third digit is just a designation number reduced by 1. So 615. And the fourth digit is just a designation number reduced by 1/3. Oh. 6154. Anyone with time on their hands would figure that out. People without time on their hands, like, I don't know, a fire engine guy trying to, I don't know, refill the truck and get move on, would not have the time to be doing a puzzle like that. Wise maths. 4, 5, 6. Okay, I've got a couple rounds. For the first time in like what feels like forever, my health actually says fine. Which might be the biggest shame ever, because apparently all that's over here is health. But hey, should it come down to it, I know where to come back to. Now, if somebody asked me if I had a preference, I would tell them I wish to escape by helicopter. Something strange is going on. I don't think the other... Wait, hold on. Is there anything relevant in this? Because otherwise I'm not reading it. Ah. Mostly empty magazines lying around. Okay, so it is as I thought. Where not all the magazines will be the same size. At least that's the impression I get from that. However, it would be nice to have a visual, like I can do that, but that doesn't actually tell me. I mean, I guess ×3 sort of tells me, but not in a manner that I'm comfortable with. I suppose I'm nitpicking, I'll be honest. I'd prefer a simpler clip system, but let's see. I've got grenade launcher ×3, so 3 rounds inside. I'm assuming 2 rounds outside, so 5 shots. Doesn't really leave me with a lot of margin for error. I waste too many shots doing silly stuff or trying to explore too many different paths. Is going to lead with me not being able to get out of here. Oh wait, what's that? Detonator case. Okay. Well, no matter what then, I suppose I figured one way out. Medkit. Ammo. Need a fuel gas scan to refuel the helicopter and escape. Pilot's diary.
Fuck me. Of course, no fuel. There's gotta be some around here somewhere.
Oh wait, my gas can's empty. Why did I only just notice that? Alright, what did that book say? Let's see. Gasoline, I saw a fuel truck. I bet one of the fire trucks. Oh, but there's no actual fuel. So interesting. That was supposed to heal me, by the way, and it did not. So what I have learned is I should probably go and get that detonator case, because as much as I want to fly out of here, doesn't seem like high odds. I'll take that. Detonator is one of these. Try this one. Nope. Neutral ordnance. No, that's the ridiculous password one. Gonna tell you facts. Alright, it's not gonna be sewer. Okay, try this one. This should 3124. Alright, not for this thing then. Fire truck access. Officers letter maybe. Alright, maybe I'll go back to... Well, it says not discovered for 2, so they could also hold the answer. Charges. I have the detonator to... And I've got the damn box. Guys, by the kid have the combo code bit, so I can't even open it. Okay. Guys by the barricade have the combo code for it. What barricade? The whole city's barricaded. I like that there's multiple ways to get through this, but these notes aren't exactly easy to cycle through. Why would you be talking about manholes in a military fact? Surely the more important thing would be... Okay, I don't know. Honestly, a lot of people so far in this universe have died because they won't jump over barrels or boxes or crates. Maybe jumping doesn't exist in this universe, but I admit that is a very problematic scenario to be in. Alright, so what have we learned? No, I don't want to be infected. I need a gas can. And apparently I still need a password for... No, there's nothing down here, is there? Yeah, already. There, I need a gas can, and I also need a password for that box. Neither of which I know where is. Guys by the barricade. Oh, hello. Not that one. Not that one. Didn't even feel like my character tried to run. You don't look like you're of any importance. Medical examination. Scratched his arm. One vector. Okay, there you go. This is the information I need. I also found more data on the airborne vector for the disease. Corpses that aren't sealed in body bags have the potential to transmit infection. We have now quarantined off the morgue and instituted a policy that the second brain death or total lack of life sign happens. The body is immediately sealed in a high-grade body bag. Several of The morgue staff have now gone sick due to their proximity to the corpses. We don't know how far the airborne range of infection is, but it's likely small. Interesting. Well, that's the piece of information I needed to understand why I was being infected so easily. I suppose that then wraps up my thoughts on the law side of things. Whether because I was confused about that. Whether I like that it's so difficult to get to that, or that it's, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on it, because I may not have even seen that. That was stroke of luck. At the same time, they did cover it law-wise, so I can't sit here and complain I didn't get the solution I wanted. That definitely explains the problem I'm having. Though I will admit to not knowing what else I can destroy to further extend my goals. Never mind, figured it out. I'm sorry, what? Do I have 2 shots? Or 1 now? Or do I have more than that? Just a book. Okay. Let's see. 5521. So here's what you need to do. Head back through the northern southern gates. Look for our guy. He's probably hunkered down by one of the patrol cars. Hopefully he has the case of him near him. Get the detonator and also make you get combo code for him. Oh, right. Okay. 5521. But where would I find fuel? Like, nothing in this game suggests that I can just
I wonder how long
siphon.
it took before they fell.
Oh, right, I didn't come this way. Fuel. Is it possible I can just pull it out of another vehicle? Not this one. Not the fire truck. Not the annoying police siren. Not the tip-sized vehicle. Oh, I saw something there. Definitely not the one on fire. Look, game, I really wanted to escape by helicopter. Really. And I'd appreciate it if you made my goal just a little bit easier. Oh, thanks for the magazine. Alright. 5. Oh, okay, never mind. No, I'm not trying to get more infected, I'm trying to get less infected. Well, actually, I'm looking for... Yeah, I know what the fix was for, but can I take ammo from this thing? Answer, no. I'll take that. Oh, so 2 of my complaints were premature then, because now they've also given me a lot more grenade rounds. There was a lot more margin for error. which is good. I don't know if they were spawning or if they were there all along and I just happened to miss them. But either way, I appreciate their existence. Just in case I had managed to mess up. That being said, ooh. Also, I apologize if anyone's watching and they look at this and go, hey, you keep missing things. Yeah, it's probably going to happen a lot. Yes, you will. Use the gas can. Can I switch to it? Handgun. X. Hmm. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how I would find that. Might go read the note the guy was complaining about again. Maybe there was some sort of hint as to where I would find fuel. Could be that I've already found fuel and I've just not realized. But I mean, I'm assuming with an empty gas can, you'd find fuel. Well, laid around vehicles, really. Five, 2, 1. Oh.
Nice. Detonator. Time to blow some shit up.
Alright, now, if my theory is correct, I now have one decent way to escape. I need a full gas can. Pilot's diary. Hmm. Alright. Nothing about the fuel, so I'm just going to go use the detonator. Also, one complaint I will... One complaint I will say, other than the random explosions, is that there definitely needs to be an inventory. I know the idea of it might be a little less simple than just, hey, let's make an inventory. But having all the stuff layered in the screen whilst I'm walking is less than ideal. David quickly inserted the detonation wire into the clay brick. His haste caused him to misconfigure the failsafe and it sparked to life. Within a moment, David was transformed into a pile of burning ash. He never even heard the blast before he was vaporized. The explosion started a chain reaction across all the parked cars. Within minutes, the entire roadway and surrounding area were burning, infected and all. Oh wow. Accidental discharge. Too close to the sun. Oh, I'm assuming that's the helicopter. Interesting. Epilogue is determined by difficulty mode, method of escape, health, infection, acquired weapons, and remaining ammunition. Interesting. That's cool. Well, I've got two endings for it. I would have preferred to have the helicopter ending, but I did not see the right place to sort of go for that. But yeah. This was Outbreak Shades of Horror. I think to it, it's very interesting. There's a slight text adventure aspect to the way the endings are, like how your inventory actually matters. I think that's kind of cool. I quite enjoyed the ending I got, and I thought the game overall seemed really fun. The puzzles weren't impossible to figure out, though some of them I got very close to trying to brute force. It seems like the bodies just are very easy to brush over, and that's a problem because you have to look at them to figure out what they're saying. But sometimes you look at them and you go too close and you start getting the infection wise, which ended up being why I died the first time. It's also not clear what any of the items are. I mean, sure, you can figure them out for yourself, but it would have been nice to have some sort of that, but in the actual game. Toggle view. Uh, well, I mean, flashlight should have been right stick. Weapons is fine. Settings should be inside the button you've used for info, and it should be pause. And info should be on the left side, inside a menu that tabs to like inventory. But yeah, other than me being a bit nitpicky about that, I quite enjoyed it. And hopefully you did too. But let me know. Thank you for watching and have a good day.